Hi, good evening. This is Sajan. Uh, Today topic is about how to build a three-tier AWS architecture. So first of all, let me go to the three-tier architecture. Then I will explain each steps. Then I will do the demo part where I have prepared the steps. There are 6 steps. Um, I'll explain one by one in after finishing this presentation. Okay, so first we will discuss this architecture. This three-tier architecture we have web tier, app tier, database tier. So the web tier, there is a standalone web application will be there. Here we have NGNS web server will be used. It's like Apache web server. Okay, so here I'm going to use NGNS web server. App tier, from the app tier, it has some standalone application where it will have the rights to access the database. Okay, so here app tier and database tier are in private subnets. Then the web tier will be in public subnet. Okay, so first of all, I will create a VPC, virtual private cloud. Inside the virtual private cloud, I will um, launch the instance in two different zones, availability zone 1 and availability zone 2. The reason is to make this architecture makes the high availability. High availability means that if any one availability zone is failed, the request will be routed to other available zones. Okay, for example, is it one is this entire network is failed or the some issues in the zone, then the elastic load balancer it will route the traffic to the available availability zone 2. Okay, so we have two load balancers. One is external, this one is internal load balancer, and yeah, totally 6 subnets I'm going to create. Okay, so this is the overall architecture about this project. Okay, so first we have IAM configuration. We will create a three-tier app role. Then we will upload some files to the S3 bucket. So we are using several resources from the AWS. So this is the entire flow from how the request is transmitted from internet gateway to elastic load balancer external. Then it is internet facing. Then it will be routed to Amazon EC2 public web tier. And so from there, it will be routed to internal load balancer through the HTTP protocol with uh, a port number 80. From there, it will be routed to app tier. Then app tier, it will be routed to database. Okay, so this is the sequence how this requests are routed from source to destination. Okay, there are first step in this three-tier architecture is network foundation. First, we will create the VPC, then design the subnets and attach internet gateway, then deploy NAT gateway, then configure routing. Main purpose of NAT gateway is just it will the private subnets will be connected to these NAT gateway so that it can through this NAT gateway the private subnets can communicate with the external world. Okay, this is the architecture diagram how the network will be constructed. First, we will create the VPC. Then this VPC will be attached to the internet gateway. Then we will launch six subnets. Then automatically it will have a private route table. From the private route table, it will be associated with two NAT gateways, NAT gateway 1 and NAT gateway 2. From the NAT gateway, it is associated with private route table 1 and private route table 2, which is connected with the um, private subnets. Okay, then yeah. So first step is we will um, create the create the role. Then yeah, we will discuss one by one. Already we have discussed this diagram. Then security group. So security group we have totally five different security groups. The main aim is what are the requests it should allow, which port it should allow. That's it will control. So we have totally five different security groups. So from internet gateway to the external load balancer, it has to allow the HTTP request in port number 80. Then these public subnets, the security group 2, it has to allow another port number with the 80. Then internal load balancer, it also has to allow port number 80. Then security group 4 for private subnets, it has to allow for port number 4000. Then security group 5 for the database, it has to allow 3306. Okay, so the totally five security groups we are going to design. Then database, we are going to use multi-availability zone configuration. The reason is here we are going to use Amazon Aurora primary database, and it will be a primary DB, and it is a replica. Whenever this one goes down, it becomes this secondary becomes will act as a primary, and the data will be accessed from here. So that is the reason there will be multi-availability zone configuration. In the case of application tier setup, we have some set of applications running on the application tier, which makes to communicate with the database. Then we will discuss how to do the auto balancing, auto scaling, and application load balancing. So application load balancing, it will based on the uh, request number of requests, it will route the request to um, availability zone 1 or 2. That is, it will balance the load between two different EC2s, that is the servers. And auto scaling, if the health of the EC2 is down, then automatically based on number of requests, it will increase the it will scale um, it will do horizontal scaling. So we'll do one by one in the steps. So here I have prepared these steps. Okay, so first step is you can see network and security setup. So network and security setup. First thing is network and security step, then database creation, database configuration, and app tier configuration, third step. Fourth is internal load balance and app tier auto scaling. And fifth step is web tier configuration. Sixth step is external load balancer and web tier auto scaling. Okay, first let us go to the first step, S3 bucket. So we need to create a S3 bucket. S3 bucket will go there. Yeah, create bucket is very simple. Just give the S3 bucket. You see already some bucket name with Etherterra PC. So I'm giving my name. Then just create bucket. That's it. The buckets, you can see this bucket will be created. Here we can upload the file or folders. Then create an app role, IAM role. So I'm going to create two roles. One is SSM managed instance score, another one is Amazon S3 read only access. The two roles I'm going to add. So IAM. So roles you can see create role. So I'm going to use for EC2 service. So first one we need Amazon SSM managed score. This one I need to select. Another one is Amazon S3 read only access. So next step I need to give the name of the role. Next, yeah, role name. Okay. So I'm going to allow for Amazon S3 read only access, Amazon SSM managed instance score. So these two roles I need to attach when I launch the instance so that I could, without any key pair, I could launch the instance. The next one is VPC. Next, I'm going to create VPC. Create VPC. Yeah, create VPC. Then I need to give the classless interdomain routing IP. Then I need to create 6 subnets. So first I need to create VPC. After creating VPC, I need to go to subnets. I need to create the subnets on 3-tier VPC. So subnet name is first one is web tier subnet availability zone 1. I'm giving to 1A. Then I need to give the CIDR black. Then add a new subnet. So now I'm going to create for subnet 2 private app subnet availability zone 1. Okay, so that is from here. That is from here. Okay, as private app subnet availability zone 1. So this 1A. I need to provide the CIDR value. Then private DB. public web server visit to. So now I will be doing to 1B. I'm giving 1B. Okay. Then ZIDR 30. Private apps. Last subnet 36. One is private DB subnet. 1B. Okay. Let us double check. First one, web sub availability zone 1 in 1A. Then private app sublet availability zone 1, 1A. Then 10. Then DB sub availability zone 1, 1A. 20. Then web availability zone 2, 30, 1B. App sublet availability zone 2, 1B. 40. DB sublet availability zone 2. 50. Okay, now I can create. It will create. Then I need to create internet gateway and attach to VPC. Okay, so we have these subnets. Now internet gateway I need to create. Okay, so 3-tier app internet gateway. Create internet gateway. Now it needs to be attached to VPC. Which VPC? 3-tier app VPC. Attach internet gateway. That's it. Then create two NAT gateways in public subnets. NGW is in NG NAT gateway and available one in public web subnet available one. So create two NAT gateways. So I need to create NAT gateways. One select subnet. So I need to create in public web subnet availability on one. So that is here. NAT gateway. I'm going to select two. I'm going to create two NAT gateways in public web subnet availability zone 1 and 2. Okay, so here public web sub availability zone 1 and it needs elastic IP. Create NAT gateway. Then zone 2 is a 2. Create NAT gateway to public web sub availability zone 2. So once you create the subnets and VPC, it automatically create the root table. So we will give a name for. So this is automatically created. Okay. So this is newly created. So I'm giving public root table. Save. Okay. Now. So here we have this root table. So it needs to attach with the internet gateway, and it will be associated with public subnets. Okay, so if you go to the steps, we can see main route table as public route table, add route here, and associate subnets public and public web subnet. Okay, so if you go here, um, edit routes first, we will do edit routes, add route 0, then what internet gateway, three-tier app internet gateway, save changes. Then we need to subnet associations, edit subnet association. We need to associate to public web subnet availability on 2 and public web sub availability on 1. Save associations. Okay, so this part we have done. Next, create a root table as private root table. So next part is what we are going to do. This part we have done. Okay, uh, public root table. It is attached to the associate with public web subnet, and here public web subnet availability 2. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create two private root tables and associated with private app subnets, and it will be attached to the NAT gateway 1 and 2. That's what we are going to do. Okay, what the next step says, yeah, private root table availability zone 1 I'm going to create. So create root table VPC, three-tier app VPC, create root table. Now what we have created, private root table availability set 1. So we have edit routes, add route 0. It's it needs to attach with add route. It should be NAT gateway, NAT gateway, NAT gateway availability set 1. OSS changes, and it should be associated with private app subnet. Private app subnet availability set 1. Then again I need to create a root table. Create root table. What name? Private root table availability 2. That's what here we are going to do. Here I'm doing now. I'm going to create this one and attach with the NAT gateway 2 and associate with the private app subnet 2. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, VPC, three-tier apps VPC, create a root table. I have created root table, then edit root, add root, and NAT gateway now, and to edit 2, save changes. Then subnet associations, edit subnet association, where it needs to associate, with the private app subnet. It needs to associate private app subnet availability 2. That's it. Okay, now we have done, we have successfully finished this network architecture part. Then we will move to security group. Okay, security group, 5 security group. So as I mentioned, first external load balancer, it have one security group. Here another one, two, three, four, five. So security group in first one is internet facing load balancer security group. So I'll go to EC2. Security group. Create security group. So here first we need to do HTTP. It has to allow 0. That's it for all. Create security group. Okay, let us see how it is. Internet facing security group. Edit inbound rules. Add rule. This is to be HTTP 0. Save changes. Okay, HTTP source is from all. Then web tier. So from the web tier,
This public web is going to, but load balancer EC2 load.
so web
I am
tier.
allowing port number 80, but this time I'm not
So
allowing from anywhere. So that is not a recommended best practice. See,
so inbound rules. I need to allow HTTP and the it should be from internet tracing load balancer. Okay, so you could see it should be allow from internet facing load balancer. Okay, just save. Third one is internal load balance security group. So internal load balance security group. So now we have done this part, web tier security group. Now internal load balance security group. It has to allow 80. That is from uh, web tier security group. Okay, so that's what it is mentioned here. So web tier security group. So now I'm going to create another security group, internal load balance security group, EPC3 tier, add rule. Now this is also HTTP. From where it should be from web tier. Now fourth one is app tier. It has to allow 4 and 4000 TCP internal load from internal load balance security group. TCP, it should be TCP and port number is 4000, and from where it needs to allow, from internal load balance and security group. internal load balance security group. Now finally, this one security group 5. Then it should allow 3306 port number from app tires security group. Now DB tire security group I am going to create. Security group. Three 306. It should be from app tire. Okay, so I need to add app tire. That's it. So part one is over. Now part two is database creation. Before first I need to create a database subnet group, DB subnet group. Then after subnet creation, we'll create the MySQL database instance because we are going for multi is at security multi is at database type. Okay, so I'm going to use Aurora and RTS database. First, I'm going to create the subnet groups. Already we have this group, but let us delete and create it. I'm going to create a new group. Description VPC 3-tier VPC. Availability zones 1A and 1B, and where it needs to be launch database private private app sub availability zone 1, private app DB subnet availability 2. Okay, 1A 1B create. Now go to databases, create databases. Standard MySQL. I'm going for development and testing. I'm going to two instance, multi-job DB instance, and the DB instance name I'm going to give my credential settings, admin, manage self-managed master database. I'm going to the password. Password. Hmm. Now, uh, large we have in these available zones, we have only large, and allocate the storage only 200, and custom VPC. No, it is a three-tier VPC. Database subnet group already we selected, so it will be launched in this DB subnet group where we have provided two subnets, private DB subnet 1 and 2. And yeah, so we need to choose existing security group. We have to select DB tier security group. See here. Um, yeah, DB instance 3 tier. So it's not mentioned. So, but we have to give the DB tier security group. That's it. We can create the database. It will take some time. Meanwhile, we'll go to first part 2 is over. Now going to part 3 where we are going to launch instance from the player instance in private app sub availability zone 1, and we are going to launch this instance first. Okay, so the instance name is app tier instance. So in this case what we are going to do is so we are going to launch one instance in this EC2 instance in this private subnet, and we will configure here, and it will make this instance to access the database. Okay, just we are making some connections. That's what we are going to do it now. Okay, launch instance, launch instance, AppTire instance, then instance type 22 micro. Keeper, we don't want to use any key. What we are going to use SSM manager to launch the instance, connect the instance. Okay, where we need to use private app sub availability zone 1. Then select the existing group. Our text group we have to use app tier security group. Okay, because it's from app tier. Advanced details will attach the three-tier app role. So if we once we allow these three-tier app role for this EC2 instance, we are saying this instance can be accessed with this is a manager, as well as it has the capability to upload or download the files or anything from S3 bucket. Okay, now we are going to launch. Then after launching, what we are going to do, we need to check first. We need to connect with the SSM manager, and it will be in different domain. Let us see. Check connect session manager. Not yet ready. Once it's ready, then we could see, yeah, here we could see connect. Yeah, now we can see which user. Now it is in some user, but we have to check it out, check into EC2 user. So we are using sudo su EC2 user. Then we are checking, are we able to access the internet or not? Yeah. Now we could access because we are going to do several installation process. Yeah, so we are going to install MariaDB database. So in this instance, we are configuring database so that it can store the data in the database, Aurora database, um, in the DB tier. So it will install. Okay. So yeah, it is already installed. Meanwhile, let us see, are we, do we have these database endpoint or not? Because through this endpoint, yeah, it is already ready. Through this endpoint, uh, yeah, so here we need to give endpoint. Through this endpoint only, the MySQL database can connect. Okay, so now we are uh, what we are going to do from after EC2 instance, we are connecting with the database. So we need to give password. Just check whether it's working, and no, it is not working. We need to type manually. I have wrongly typed. Mhm. Maybe I giving, ah, sad. It needs to be space, not, yeah, previously the password was correct, even though it has some issues in the syntax. Okay, now what we are going to do, we have connected to the database, Aurora database. Now we are going to create the database. Okay, we are connected to the Aurora RDS. Now we are going to create a new on the database. We are going to create a database. Okay, we have created. Now, so database, it should be so databases. Yeah, see, web app DB we have created. Then we are switch over to this database. Then we are going to create a table on this database. Okay, now we can see whether the table is created or not. Transactions we created. Now we are going to insert some values on the table. By using select command, we can get the values from the database. Okay, so from this after instance, we are getting values from the database. That's it. So now we could access from this EC2 instance. Okay, so now we have launch the instance, configure the instance to access the database. It's over. Now we are going to configure this app. Okay, so for that I need to do some changes on the dbconfig file. So we have applications here. Web tier, we have applications to make the EC2 instance to act as a web server. Then app tier, we have a set of codes where it will have necessary NGS indexed node.js applications. So it will have some health check and it will based on the request whether it is a transaction post it will add the values, it will get the values if you want to delete and like that based on the ID we can delete and get it will execute these when based on the request it will appropriate functions will be called. Okay, so first I need to use the DB endpoint here. Okay, so that's the first step. I need to use this endpoint here dbinstance.com. Okay, now I'll save then okay. Now upload apptire folder to S3 packet. I need to upload apptire to S3 packet. Already in first step what we have done, we have created a new bucket. So here we are going to upload a entire folder. Which folder it is? It is from the application code up here. That's it. Okay, upload. That's it. We have uploaded. No, to upload everything. Okay, we have uploaded. Now we need to install necessary packages so that in background this application will be running in standalone. Now install Node.js version NVM in softwares. We are making this EC2 instance to run a standalone application. That's what we are going to do. Now some demo process manager we are installing. It will take some time, and now we'll copy the location of the S3 bucket after uh, copy S3 URI. Yeah, it's finished. Now, okay, I need to move to CD. I need to move to the root folder. Then I'll copy recursively. Then I'll move to app tier folder. Now I could see the dbconfig file. Let us check whether our changes are in this file or not. Yeah. 19 USCG 19. Okay. Let us see what is the Aurora database endpoint. Yeah, 19. Okay. UKIS. UKIS. Okay. Now we are exiting. And now we are going to install the npm to so we have installed the pm2 and we can list whether the app is running or not by using pm2 list. So it's online, it's running. The index.js it's running. Okay. Then we will start the pm2 application. Okay, so it will generate some environment path. We need to copy, and it will create some dump files. Yeah. Then save the state. So we have the application ready. So it will generate some dump file. We have saved the state. So now these tier have the ability to communicate with the database tier. So we have configured the EC2 instance to communicate with the database tier. Now let us check whether the health check is happening or not. Okay, it needs to return some health check. This is health check we are getting. Next, from the database, are we able to get the values transaction? It is ready. We are checking. Oh yeah, you can see we are getting the values from the database. So we have done these things in this application. Okay, that part 3 is over. Now what we are going to do? We are next step is what we are going to create a AMA image and um, uh, then through the auto scaling group and we are launching two instance the from this AMA image we are launching the two instance through this auto scaling group. Okay. That's what next step we are going to do. So that's create EMA image app. So we have the one image, sorry, one EC2 instance. So that is working fine. So this is the one EC2 instance. Okay. So we have already we have this EC2 instance which is configured to access the database. So we are from this instance, what we are going to do, we are going to create a image, create image, and no need to report instance. Okay, so we have created the image. The image will automatically create the snapshots. Currently no snapshot, but once we created the EMA image, after EMA image, okay, it's pending. Once it is created, it will create the snapshot as well. After instance, okay, we did. This will create EMA and the first step over under the part 4. Then target group. Target group. We are going to create a target group with the port number, HTTP, and 4000. Target group. Create a target group instance. Target group name after port number is now HTTP and 4000. Here one is 4000. So because the port number should be 4000 and 3 tera UCC, and here we need to give health checkers health. Then advanced settings, threshold value I'm giving 2. Then that's it. So I'm not going to, without any instance, I'm not adding any instance. Okay, I'm not going to add instance. So when autoscaling group, there I'm going to create the instance, add the instance. Okay, just we have created the target group with this HTTP port. Okay, then now internal uptime load balancer. So this is uptime load balancer. So what I'm going to create, I'm going to create this load balancer. Okay, load balancer, create load balancer. Now create application load where this is now it is internal. So it is internal load balancer. We 3 tera and it should be on private app subnet and private app subnet 2. This is private app subnet availability on one, yeah. Then private app subnet availability on 2. Security group, internal load balancing security group. Okay. Then we have target group. Target group after target group. Okay. Load balancer name I didn't give, so load balancer after load balancer. So load balancer over. Then a load balancer creation is over. Next, creates launch template. This is for auto scaling group. Launch template. Create launch template. It will say what is what image we are going to launch. So auto scaling guidelines we are going to use my AMIs owned by AM. So here we have app tier EMI. Then instance type I'm going to give to micro and keeper don't, and subnet AMI security group and AMI role. That's alone I'm going to give. But this so don't give the key pairs, and network settings no need to give, because during auto scaling we will give this. Then security group, what security group I need to give? I need to give after security group, after security group. Then advanced results. I am a role. I need to attach 3-tab app role. That's a 3-tier app role. App tier is a security group. App tier AMI I have given. So launch template. Next thing is I am going for app tier auto scaling group. Okay, now auto scaling group. Create auto scaling group. Apply launch template. Then VPC, 3-tier VPC availability zones, where I am going to launch private apps availability zone 1 and 2. I'm instructing auto scaling group to launch the instance in private subnet 1 and availability zone 1 and private subnet availability zone 2. Okay. Private app subnet availability zone 1 and private app availability 2. Balance best effort. Next, attach an existing load balancer to choose from entire target group. Health check, elastic load balancing. Okay, health check. I am checking 3300 seconds. Capacity here I'm maximum desired capacity is 2, minimum desired 2, and maximum desired 2. That's it. Honest. So this autocalling group will launch additional two instance. Now you can see here. Now we can give this one is app 2 we can give because it's an availability zone B, that is 2, app 1. That's it. So now app 1, app 2. So we have done this part 4. Then as to part 5. So part 5 we have to um, configure NGNS web server. So for that, in the line number 48 in web NGNS config, it needs to be replaced with app tier load balancer. Okay, so internal app tier load balancer because um, you can see this diagram. So when the web server is started to work, then whenever the request is coming from the external customer, it needs to route it to the internal load balancer. So, so in this config, it has to route where to route these requests. So for that, we need to mention the internal load balancer endpoint. Okay, so we need to find that load balancer, internal load balancer endpoint. So, so we can see this is internal app tier load balancer endpoint. This needs to be given in this NGNS config here. $533. 533 US. Let us check. 533 US. Okay, East 1. Okay, we have saved. Okay, now launch. First, we need to do. Then upload this in your current file and the web tier folder to S3. Okay, so we need to upload. Go to S3, then go to here, upload, add folder. It was web tier. Yeah, upload, upload, then add file. NGNS. So first we will upload. Oh, it's not yet done. Okay. Okay, then Now we need to upload the add file, this file, nginx config file, upload. Okay, now we are uploaded. Now we need to launch the another instance, web tier instance. Go to EC2. Already we have 3 instance, launch instance, web tier, Studio Micro, Keeper, no need, and where we need to launch, we going to use in private app subnet. Okay, edit network, thread app, private app subnet availability zone 1. Now this security group, 3 tier security group, sorry, web tier. So what we are going to do, we are going to launch the another instance in the same app, private subnet. Then we will configure everything, and after configuring everything as a nginx web server, then through autoscaling group we launch the instance in public subnets. Okay, to avoid the wastage of public IP. Let us see web tier. Yeah. Then I need to add the MR role, 3 tier app role. Let us see Nginx launch instance, web tier, IAM role. Then launch instance. That's it. Attached launch instance. So now we could see app tier. Then we need to connect. We need to wait for some time. It's pending. Yeah, we can connect through the SSM manager. We are moving to EC2 user. Now we will check. Are we able to access the internet or not? Through the net gateway from the private subnet we are accessing. Okay. Then configure. Now we have set of commands to make we are configuring this instance. Okay. To root folder. Then we are copying all the content from web tier folder. Just downloading from this S3 bucket to and copy into new folder web tier. Then cd web tier. Then install and run. npm install and npm run build. It will take some time. Meanwhile, let us check. Then we will install ngns web server. We'll get these. Then some warnings will be there, but it will work, no issue. It's some warnings will be we can neglect. So already existing config file we are replacing with our own config file, so that the ngns config, as you know, uh, uh, we have the DNS address of the application load balancer. So we are downloading and copy it into this ngns config file. Okay, downloaded. Let us see now whether do we have these check, check, check. Cannot see. Yeah, see here. This endpoint, we can this DNS name we have correctly uploaded, so it's replaced. Okay. Now finally, what we need to do? Yeah, we need to restart NGNS. After installing, we are restarting. You have to use this command to change the permission of the file so that it can access. Then we are enabling the NGNS web server finally. Okay, that's it. Now, final part. Okay, so now we have this same way what we did in app tier. We need to create for this web tier web tier instance. We need to create a AMI for this web tier instance. Okay, then yeah, then we are good to go. Let us go to EC2 service in AWS instance. These web tiers select actions. Go to image, create image. We need to create image description. No need to reboot. So once you create image, automatically AMI it will create see web tier AMI. So as I mentioned already, this is the snapshot for the already created image that is EA1, 8F EA1. So what is that instance? Uh, EA1. Okay, so snapshots 079, sorry, 079. This app tier instance. Now I think another more image will be snapshot will be created for the web tier image. Okay, so that's the first step. And okay, then as usual, target group we will create. Then create external load balancer. Web tier target group. Target group. Then create a target group. Instant target group. Web tier target group. Then HTTP select VPC. Then health check is health check path. Advanced health check settings. Number of threshold. I'm giving 2. To check. Okay, then yeah. No need to add any instance because in auto scaling group we will add the instance. Target then external load balancer where this is a web tier load balancer. Then load what is it? Next one is external load balancer. So go to external load balancer, create load balancer, create. Now we have internet facing load balancer. Then VPC, 3 tier app VPC. Then availability zones. Now it should be public web subnet availability zone 1, public web subnet availability zone 1, public app. Then it is the internet facing load balancer security group. then USB public web subnet. We are going to launch this place. Okay. Security group. We need to remove internet facing load balancer security group. Then HTTP 80. Then target group is web tier target group. Then our next one is create launch template. Web tier launch template. Launch template. Create a launch template. To screen group here only we need to be careful. We have images, web tier. We need to select now web tier EMI. Then instance type, keeper, no need to keeper, and T2 micro. Here network settings, we are not going to do anything, only internet tracing, load balancer, security group. Ah, yeah, sorry. Here we need to give web tier security group. This is for launch template. So here we need to give then advanced details. I am a role, trip tier up role, then create launch. Launch template is over. Now we need to do auto scaling group. Web tier auto scaling group. This is a final step. Create auto scaling group. Web auto scaling group. Web tier launch template. Web tier launch template. Then give nest. VPC 3 tera PVC availability zones. Public web availability zone 1 and public web availability zone 2. Then next attach testing load balancer. We are attaching web tier load balance target group. We are needed web tier target group. Web tier target group. Web tier target group and launch template. Turn on. So what target a launch template, web tier launch template, and VPC we have given availability zone public, and attach an existing load balancer web tier target group, and health check, turn on health check. Next next. Now capacity is 2, maximum 2, and finally next, next, next. Create auto scaling group. Now you could see another two instance will be launched now. See, where is this one is web tier 1. That's it. Web tier 2. So we can remove these two because the instances are launched. So initializing. Now finally we have this web tier load balancer DNS name. Okay, so so here we have this web tier load balancer name. When we access this one, when we send request, we can access the web database. Okay, let us see application how it is accessing. See, finally we got the uh, AWS 3-tier web app demo, and here database demo already we added 400 and groceries. It's exist. Now if you want to add, I can add and increment. Then if you give add, it will add the increase the ID and add the amount increment. Likewise, you can add a number of items. Add. Okay, it will add. Then also you can delete as well as. Okay, remove all the things. Then if you want to add, I can add again. Okay, so this is what the three-tier architecture project. So you can see from here I'm giving a request. It will be routed to the uh, web tier, web application. Here we have an NGNS web server will be here. It will it has the endpoint of this internal load balancer. From here it will be routed to this load balancer routed to app tier. From app tier it will fetch the data from database. We can add or delete, or we can view all the entries from the database. Okay, thank you. And yeah, final step is we need to clean up the resources because s- we can need to clean up the resources because the routing table and everything, routing table and database all are costly. So one by one we need to mm, remove. Let us do one by one. Yeah, that's a final step. Okay, so that's a cleaning part is final step. First, we'll go to first we will go to database. First, that is database will clean up Aurora database. Or yeah, then actions delete. If you delete me, delete. Yeah, it's deleting. Next is I will go to next we'll go to the auto scaling group. Just delete all the auto scaling group. Delete two auto scaling group. If you delete, it will automatically delete all the related instances as well. Yeah. Then after deleting auto scaling group, we will delete the load balancers. Then I will delete the instance. So yeah, all the instances. Then no issue. Terminate all the instance. Then AMI, we have AMI, deregister AMI, delete associate snapshots. It will delete the associated snapshot, but it will take some time. So already it's deleted, no issue. So once we remove the auto scaling group, that's it, already it's deleted. Then we need to go to VPC. VPC we need to delete. So VPC, 3-tier VPC, accent, delete VPC. Yeah, first we need to delete the related. Yeah, first we need to delete the NAT gateway because NAT gateway is costly. Delete NAT gateway, delete. So once we delete NAT gateway, we need to release the elastic IPs. Uh, Release elastic IPs, but it will take some time. And meanwhile, we'll delete the routing tables, private route table one, public. So these are the routing table, delete route table, uh, subnets. Let us delete subnets, private. Delete subnets. Then the route table we can delete. Then public. So still it has set as internet gateway. Yeah, 3-tier up internet gateway. Detach from VPC. Huh? NAT gateway already we have deleted, right? Detach. Internet gateway, that's it, deleted. Then your subnet is. Why? Still, it's the private DB subnet. Private. Delete subnet. Elastic IPs, Elastic IPs, realistic Elastic. Now it's good. Table, private, table. Once, yeah, we can delete private alone first. Subnet, delete subnet. Yeah, now it's ready to delete. Then root table, we can delete the root table. Ah, okay, so VPC, let us delete. Delete VPC, entire VPC we have deleted. Then we don't have any root table, subnet no, root table no. No, it should delete. Yeah, see, internet gateways detached and elastic IP no. Then NAT gateway no. Then security group. Yeah, we need to go to security group. EC2 instance security groups. Yeah, once we delete everything, the secret already gone. Okay, thank you. Thanks for listening. See you. Bye.